Okay, guys, welcome on in here to our user group webinar today. My name is Jim. I'm coming to you live on a lovely day here in Columbus, Ohio. I'm so glad you guys could join me here today. We're going to be talking about navigating the Church Windows website. So a little bit of a different kind of presentation here today. Hopefully it'll be useful to everybody watching this live and anybody looking at the recorded version of this in the future. Before I go ahead and get started on that, a quick word about your GoToWebinar control panel that you guys should all have on your screen. There is usually in the upper left-hand corner, might be the upper right-hand corner, a little red or orange button with an arrow on it that will allow you to either minimize or maximize that control panel. Minimizing it is going to give you a little bit more room to see what we're talking about in our presentation today, and maximizing it is going to give you access to the different features in that control panel, specifically the questions portion there. I'm joined here for our presentation here today by Rachel, who is going to be available to answer questions as we go through our presentation. I do recommend and request that you keep those questions sort of general questions about the topic at hand, which is navigation of the Church Windows website. We're going to be here for about 20 minutes or so. We've not actually done this webinar before, so we'll see kind of how it goes as we go through this here, but don't expect to go past 20 minutes here on our topic. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started here today. I'm going to start by going out to the internet. In this case, I'm going to open up Microsoft Edge, which is the built-in web browser you get with Windows 10 computers. This is not our website. Usually when you open up a new internet browser window, you're going to be taken to your home page, and there are lots of different home pages that you can be taken to. This is google.com. It is a little less busy than many of the home pages you go to. You can navigate to other websites from your home pages here by either using the search box. In the case of Google, it's the search box right in the middle of the page here, or by navigating directly by going to the address bar. It's usually going to be at the top of the screen. On Microsoft Edge, the actual address bar is listed, listed right up here at the top. Navigating using the search box, this is how a lot of people get to all the websites they go to. If you were simply to type in Church Windows here, it's going to take you to a search results page. You're going to see the heading for Church Windows in this case is all the way up here at the top. You'll see a little listing below that of the actual website address listed here. In this case, you're looking at churchwindows.com. That tells you that that is the website we're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And it's going to take us to our actual website, which is what we're looking at right here. If you were to navigate using just the address bar, which is up at the top of your browser, you can get there just by typing in Church Windows. It's all one word, .com. If you go directly to the address bar at the top, churchwindows.com, press enter, takes you to the same place, our homepage for churchwindows.com. The majority of the navigation of our website is probably going to be done along this top section up along here from our website. So I want to make sure that I spend a little time about all of that stuff there at the top of our web page. Normally when you come to our website, you're going to see 3 drop-down menus. So all you have to do is hover your mouse over one of these menus, and it's going to give you more options to navigate to from our homepage. This website scales based upon your display. So if you're looking at this page from a different display size, or even from a tablet or a smartphone, for example, you're not going to have this much room to display all of this information. So let me show you what happens when this gets a little smaller. If I expand this website all the way out to here, you're going to see all three of our menus, the investigating, the beginning, and the supporting menus. As this website gets a little bit smaller, you're going to see that change. Now you're looking at what is called commonly a hamburger menu up at the top. So it's the three little lines up here at the top. If you click on that, then you're going to see it pop down below the three menus that you normally see up at the top of the page. So most of the navigation, depending on the way your display looks, is either going to be from your hamburger menu, and if I were to expand investigating by clicking on the little plus button here, you'll see all of those same options that you saw when my page was fully expanded, and you saw those from there. Okay, so let me maximize my window, get the full display. Now you're seeing our three separate menus again from there. Cool. So let's talk about the three menus that we've got here on our website. The investigating menu, for most of the folks who are joining me here for the live presentation and anybody who might be watching this video in the future, is likely to be less useful to you because the investigating menu is for folks who don't know anything about Church Windows and just want to learn about our company and our product. So most of this stuff is for folks who don't know what our software is all about. So information about the various features listed in this very first column over here, and some information about the costs in this second column, including the system requirements for installing Church Windows is listed here on the second column. And then we have the various companies that we've partnered with for various purposes in the following columns over there. Again, that information is all there. Clicking on any one of these, for example, if I went to the system requirements page, just point your mouse on that and click, and it will take you to that page showing that information. When we go to a different page on our website, notice that the top of the page stays the same. So all of those navigation options are still available to you from different pages. So the second menu is our beginning menu. Oops. All you do is hover your mouse over that and you'll get that information on here. So the beginning menu is for folks who are new to Church Windows, not the Church Windows veterans who have been using the program for, a certain amount of time and are pretty comfortable with everything. So this is information that a lot of folks who are newer to Church Windows will find useful. So I want to point out the How Do I Start option from our beginning menu here. This takes us to links to various things for starting users that will be useful to you. So specifically from here, you can get access to the help files that are also built into the Church Windows program. So you'll see in this section right here, we have all of our various Church Windows help files. All of these also can be accessed from within Church Windows by pressing the F1 key on your keyboard as well. So clicking on this is going to take you to the same screens that you look at when you press the F1 key on your keyboard from the Church Windows program. You can also get to these help screens by clicking from the How Do I Start menu as well. And you don't have to have Church Windows open to get at all that stuff. Some more information if you're using the cloud or web version of Church Windows, you'll see some more information about connecting to those cloud versions of Church Windows here. And a little video here about backing up Church Windows as well. Just helpful information for getting initially started using the Church Windows program. Okay. You will find information about training opportunities as well from this menu. So live web training, individual customized training, finding more information about specific training options that you have can be found by clicking on those. You can also purchase training workbooks. These are designed as step-by-step walkthroughs of the entire Church Windows program. They're available for purchase here. We print them out, we bind them for you, and we send them to you from there. You can also simply get downloadable copies of them from here. So these are various books that you can order from us from the beginning menu here under training workbooks. New version resources. This is for folks who are coming back to Church Windows from older versions. If you used to own Church Windows 5-6 years ago and you want information about current versions of Church Windows and you haven't seen Church Windows in the last several years, that's resources for folks who are used to older versions of our program about where we are today with our program. We also do free training webinars. Everybody here who is live with me right now knows all about those because that's what we're doing right now. Here is our website navigation presentation I'm doing as we speak. Registering for any future webinar can be done from this page by clicking on the Register Now button from any of these here on the Register for the free training webinars page. Again, it's from your beginning menu down here for free training webinars. Okay, also our supporting menu is our third one right here. This is more the nuts and bolts of the things that full users of the Church Windows program are going to be interested in taking a look at there. At the very top of the supporting menu is information about our update and support program. This is how you get telephone support for questions that you have about Church Windows. Also, when you're on the update and support program, that also allows you to get new versions of the program as they're released. So it allows you to keep current on Church Windows. So that's just information about our update and support program. The second one, this support center right here, is a excellent research for any questions that you might have about the Church Windows program. So again, it's on your supporting menu right here where it says Support Center. This is a one-stop shop, searchable page for information about the program. All of these little 20-minute online webinars that we do on various topics become available to re-watch from this page. So if you just scroll down here, you're going to be looking at some of the more recently produced webinars that we have. But if there is a specific topic that you're looking for, you can also limit your topics by clicking on any one of these links here. So if I have a question about the accounting module, I can click on accounting, and it's going to limit our view here to only topics about the accounting module. Okay. Some of these are written documentation as well as recorded webinars as well. So we do have documentation that you can find here as well. But if there's a specific thing you're looking for, you can also use this search by keyword and or category section right here. If I'm looking for information about the bank reconciliation, for example, assuming I spelled that correctly, type that in there and you'll find information there. So here's this document and a video here. If you click here, there's the video, and there's also a little document you can locate there. Okay. Tons of great information available here in our support center. We work very hard on all of the stuff that we have available to you from there. This is a wonderful resource along with the help files for finding any answers to questions that you might have. Okay, here on our supporting menu, the next option down the list here is the current updates list. full versions of Church Windows, we make available for downloads. You get those full versions of our software from emails that we send to our customers that are on the update and support program. And that allows you to either install brand new copies of the program on a computer that does not have Church Windows on it, or it allows you to upgrade Church Windows from an earlier version. The full versions of our program, when you're looking at Church Windows, is that number at the beginning. The current full version of Church Windows is version 21. The second number you'll see is always the year that we released that version. So 21.18 is version 21 that we released in the year 2018. And the last number here is the service release update. So .4 means that we have had 4 basically patches that we've released for version 21 throughout the year. For any bugs that we may have found in the program that we didn't catch earlier, or for small updates that become available throughout the year. New things, new smaller things that we want to add to Church Windows throughout the year. So if you're running version 21.18 anywhere 0 through 3, 21.18.0, 21.18.1, etc., then you can use this download to upgrade to the current version. If you scroll down, we also have a payroll program. Payroll just goes by the year, so payroll 2019 is our current version. And we're looking at the service release 2 available here. So if you're already on payroll version 2019, but you're on an earlier service release, you can download and install those updates from here. Okay. If you are on earlier versions of Church Windows, you've got the download prior updates link, which is right below the download current updates. If you're on an earlier version, you can find your updates there. New version resources, again, this is for folks who are running old versions of Church Windows and they want more information about what the current versions look like. Some more information about folks from earlier versions with the conversion transition. If you are running version 16 or earlier of Church Windows, there are various versions of the modules for donations as well as accounting that you can be running in that version. And before you go past version 16, those modules will need to be converted forward. So that's information about that. We come out with a Tech Tip newsletter on a monthly basis. And the Tech Tips newsletters is an archive of all of those that we send out in emails. You can sign up for those Tech Tip emails from our Contact Us page, which we're going to be looking at in just a moment. Information about New Year preparation and how to start a new year in our program is listed here. Here's another link for our free training webinars, of which we are participating right now. And we also have a contact support link down here. This takes you to a page where you can fill in this information for a specific technical problem you're having with Church Windows. We get an email and we will be able to contact you via email usually, but sometimes via a telephone call from a problem that you have with our program or a question that you have with our program. Okay. These are all of our drop-down menus and the most important things that we have available there. If you are purchasing products from our website, I think at this point it's only the training manuals. This is your cart. So anything that you put in your cart, you click there, and then you can purchase it by with a credit card to actually get those training manuals there. That's all that is if you're purchasing something from our website. Next to that, you're looking at a little hourglass, and again, it's a search box for our website. So if you click on that little hourglass button at the top, now you'll be able to search for a specific topic. Notice I searched for bank reconciliation before. That's a thing that we're looking at there. Now I have a question about pledges. I just type that in there, and again, it will take us to a search page for lots of help information about pledging in the Church Windows program. Okay, cool. Last thing here along the bar at the top is the Contact Us button, which allows, first of all, gives you all of the contact information for us if you want to give us a telephone call for a support question or any other questions that you have with Church Windows. Then you have various options to send us emails with questions for various things as well. Okay. One last thing I want to cover, and oh, by the way, you can always go back to the home page for the Church Windows website by clicking on this logo in the upper left-hand corner of the page. So if I click there, it takes us back to our original home page for Church Windows. There are a couple of direct sites you may want to know how to get to. So if I go back to the home page here, go back to, let me just close this and open it up again. I've been all over the place. So we've got a couple of direct URLs you can use for Church Windows. So this doesn't work with a search box the way I had talked about before, but with the address bar at the top of the page. If you go to churchwindows.com and use a / after that, which is the bottom of the slash pointing left and the top of it pointing right here, you can go directly to that support center page by going churchwindows.com / support. So if you just type that into your address bar at the top, it'll take you directly to the support center, bypassing the home page. So that's a shortcut you can use in the address bar. And there's two other ones I want to point out. If you go to churchwindows.com / CW help, Church Windows Help, CW Help, that is a shortcut to our help files. Again, these are just like the help files that you get by pressing F1 from the Church Windows program, and there's various topics you can get to from these menus here. Okay, so that's churchwindows.com / CW help. Another good one is churchwindows.com / CW pay help. And that's the help files for the payroll program. churchwindows.com / CW pay help takes you right to the help files for the Church Windows payroll program. Eventually. Come on, Internet. We did it. Oh, I've never been prouder. Okay, that's all the topics I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me.